We're good? Okay, guys, welcome back to Hot Sauce at Home. I'm Alex Hill, aka Just Add Hot Sauce, and we're bringing you recipes that I love and also you guys love from my food blog that's gonna pop up in editing, justaddhotsauce.com. So be sure to tune in every week for a new episode. Also, we have to shout out our amazing sponsors who are actually here on set, aka my home. But shout out to Michael Lavelle Wines. They are Black owned and operated, and also HBCU grads. We're gonna do a collective HBCU Howard call.
HU. No.
All right, but I went to Hampton, but they are major supporters of Just Add Hot Sauce, so I'm super appreciative of them. They have an amazing Iris Rosé and just came out with a red Zinfandel, so go support them. And they are sponsoring all these episodes, so shout out to them. Okay. Guys, we are making crab spaghetti today. This is one of my faves because one of my favorite restaurants in Brooklyn called Ruby's has a crab spaghetti, and I had to come home and recreate it because it's so damn good. This is also the perfect breakup pasta because I'm going through a breakup. So if you want to sit down Indian style on your floor with a big glass of rosé, this is the perfect pasta to do it. It's luscious, it's decadent. It has crab, like that's the best shit ever. So we're gonna make crab spaghetti. And bitch, I'm in therapy. So I'm gonna start chopping my shallot. I like shallots in this because it's a super mild onion. It's in the sister family of onions. It's mild, it's not as strong. If you want, you can use an onion if you don't have one, but shallots, you can find them anywhere. So I'm gonna chop one big shallot. And then the best part, 6 cloves of garlic. So if you're going through a breakup, this may not be the best dish, but I think so. You don't wanna kiss anybody yet. You're healing your heart, you know, like me. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna chop my shallot super fine. Hopefully I don't cry because of these shallots.
Or because of breakup?
No, I'm not crying up over that breakup. No. If you've ever been to Ruby's in New York, ooh, I'm tearing up. Shit. So the trick is to not tear up when you're chopping onions is your knife has to be sharp. And I thought my knife was sharp, but I need to sharpen them. So you need a very sharp knife when you're chopping onions because the reason being, hold on. It's happening. It's not because of the breakup, it's because of the onions. Sit break. Okay. Woo. Holy I hate chopping onions. It happens every time, but I need to sharpen my knives, that's why. Glenn! I'm back with my watery eyes. Okay, so technically, your eyes will not water when your knife is sharp because onions, shallots have like a natural ingredient that makes your eyes water automatically. I look fucking nuts. But when you're using a sharp knife, it won't bruise that ingredient. So when your knife is sharp, it just goes straight through the onion, so you won't cry. So that's why you need a sharp knife. I need to sharpen my knives. Tip of the day. We are gonna chop 6 cloves of garlic because garlic is the most amazing thing on earth, and we're gonna use a lot of garlic in this recipe. So, but if you want to show off for like a boo, this is like a foolproof recipe that you can make. So you know, whenever I get a new boo, you know. It's like, I'm Bennett and I'm not in it. Cool. So that's 6. Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. Okay. So you can either leave it like finely minced. I like a thinly sliced just for like presentation purposes. but I'm gonna do a rough chop on these. Okay. This is actually 7. And full breakdown is on my blog, justaddhotsauce.com. But always, we're just going off feels. And also, I'm I'm warming up some water. And once that comes to a boil, we're gonna drop in some kosher salt. Because key tip of the day, you always wanna drop salt in it when it's boiling. If it's not boiling, it's just gonna drop down to the bottom. So always when it's boiling so it can redistribute. 6 cloves of garlic. Okay, I'll save that one. Boom, 6 cloves of garlic, chopped. Okay, then we're gonna chop our chives and our green onions. So I'm gonna use some of this for a garnish because obviously you have to make the plate pretty, but I'm gonna chop some of these. I feel like at Andy Cohen, like at Bravo, like what's the word of the day? If she used boop for drink a glass of wine. Okay. I don't want to mix it. All right.
Yeah, Andy Cohen.
Green onions. So chives and green onions have like a similar flavor. I love it in this dish. We're gonna add both. And also we're gonna garnish with them. So green onions and chives. So we are about to start cooking. This is a multitasking dish. So do not be alarmed. It's gonna be like back and forth and you're like, oh my God, this is too much, but it's gonna turn out really great. Okay, so on to the stove. So we are going to heavily salt our water. You want it to taste like sea salt because you want your noodles to taste just as flavorful as your sauce. So we are gonna season that. And always, always season it when it's boiling. Remember, tip of the day, editing. Okay, so we're gonna use 2 good fats, olive oil and butter. That's gonna make everything extra delicious, extra fattening, extra decadent, all of that. So about like a couple tablespoons of some olive oil. And then I'm gonna do, I'll probably add more, 4 tablespoons of, unsalted butter. And remember to not splatter hot oil on yourself. Okay. Unsalted butter and olive oil. I'm not gonna add my pasta yet because this is a multitasking dish. So as soon as we drop our pasta in, we're gonna start working on our sauce. Shallots go in. Season with some salt and pepper because you just want to sweat it out. Our shallots and garlic are going. You can smell it. Our pasta is in the water. We're cooking that till al dente. Glenn, what's al dente? To the bite. Texture, to the bite. You don't want overdone pasta. Okay, gonna add our green onions and our chives. We are going to add our crab. Yum. Crab and butter? What? Okay. We're gonna season that even more. if I can open this. And because I like everything spicy, just add hot sauce. Some red pepper flakes. And this is like the best part because we're gonna add some sherry wine. Sherry wine is like, it's like a little sweet, so you're gonna taste like a hint of like sweetness in the pasta, and it's really delicious. So I'm gonna add, this is like about 1/4 of a cup. Sometimes I'll add more depending on like what I feel like, but sherry goes in, and then I'm gonna let the alcohol cook off. But just in time for,
It's a sip break, isn't it?
it's a sip break. It's a sip break. Michael Lavelle. Okay, that's gonna cook off. Okay, so half done pasta, delicious. Okay, so our crab, our sherry wine, our chives, our green onions, they're cooking together, they're getting to know each other. So we're having it with our rosé. Reason being, the rosé is not gonna super overpower the shellfish. So it's not gonna be an overwhelming taste. It's gonna be nice, perfectly paired with our crab. It's delicious, right? So I'm gonna add in like a cup or so. That's good. This is gonna thicken up. You're gonna look at this and you're gonna be like, WTF. It's loose. That's what she said. Okay, so it's gonna thicken up, it's gonna come together. I'm gonna taste it again to make sure the seasonings are right, but that's just gonna cook on its own. Okay, it's gonna be good. Yum, 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 yum. Okay. And this is the part, like once it starts to thicken up, this is the part where you're gonna taste. Like you're like, okay, do I want more spice? I'm gonna add more red pepper flakes, or I'm gonna add more sherry wine for a little bit more of like sweetness, or more heavy cream to thicken it up. Yum. Breakup pasta. That's what's for dinner. Right, Glenn?
Very comforting.
Very comforting. Okay, let me check on my pasta.
That's the verdict.
It's almost there.
Almost.
Almost there.
Drop some pasta in.
I know, I did. Okay. I'm gonna taste that a little bit. That's tasty. I'm gonna add a little bit more spice.
Oh no. Gives me the hiccups.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a tad. Are you still recording? Guys, check out Hot Sauce at Home every weekday on YouTube. Not link, what's it called? Like, subscribe, comment, and share while we're waiting on our crab pasta to be cooked.
Do you have any breakup advice? How to handle a breakup?
Therapy. So while our pasta sauce is waiting to get thick, it's thickening up, my best breakup advice is therapy. That's my best breakup advice. But also your friends. Like, community is everything. That's how I've been getting through this breakup. You know, you got to reach out to your friends and tell them when you're not okay. And also, you got to occupy your time. Go out for happy hour, get back in the streets, you know, get cute, you know, work out, consistently working out, you know, all of that good stuff.
Sip breaks help too, right?
Sip breaks. They're like, ding, 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 ding. Alex has checked out her sip breaks. Okay, our sauce is thickening up. Glenn, come look. Look at that.
That is thick.
That
That reminds me of a song.
Oh,
Several songs, actually.
Glenn is nuts.
Shout out to H.
She thick. She thick, 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 thick. Was that the song? Oh my God, really? Ah! Okay, that's tasty. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt. And, because I like sherry wine. Just a little bit.
Wine inception over here.
A lot of wine. Okay, I'm gonna check. I think these are good. Let's taste that. Because we're gonna do under al dente. So, I'm not gonna drain the pasta water, or the pasta. Why? Because pasta water is bomb. It has all the starch from the pasta released. So that's gonna help coat your sauce to your pasta. So I'm just gonna drag it. Drag it, I'm not gonna drain it. All of that good stuff. And you're gonna look at this and be like, it's not sticking. You're gonna be like, oh my God, what the fuck? She gave me bad instructions. But it's fine because that pasta water is diluting some of the sauce and it's gonna become thick. Like me. No. Okay, so that's gonna become thick. And don't fret. You're gonna be like, oh my God, it's not sticking, but it's going to thicken up. Yeah. See, it's coating and it's delicious. Look at that. Glenn, get close up. Get close up.
I'm already
Oh, you're close up? Okay, look at the crab. All of that. Let me turn this off. I'm actually gonna turn this off. And sometimes I'll just serve it right out of the pot. Crab spaghetti is done. Look at that. I'm gonna serve it in a big bowl. If I can carry this shit, because it's very heavy. I can. Woo! Woo! You want to get all the crab. Ooh! This is the heaviest cast iron ever. Okay.
Those breakup workouts are helping.
Breakout workouts are helping. Okay. Because we are fancy, we're going to garnish it with some chives and some green onion. All of that. And a little fresh cracked pepper. And they say not to put cheese on any cream sauce, but it's hot sauce at home and whatever. I always like, because we're fancy and we deserve, Black women deserve luxury. I'm just gonna add a little bit of cheese. Just a little bit. A little parm. And that's it. Crab spaghetti, the perfect breakup pasta. Yeah! All right, guys, that's another episode of Hot Sauce at Home. I'm Alex Hill, aka Just Add Hot Sauce, and be sure to tune in next week for another episode. And follow me on social, Just Add Hot Sauce _, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Yeah! And also, obviously, shout out to our amazing sponsors, Michael Lavelle Wines, and be sure to support them at sipmichaellavelle.com if you want to purchase their amazing wine, and on social, Sip Michael Lavelle. Bye. Oh my God, I was out of breath.